You all, and everybody's smiling, that's awesome. So we're going to begin with setting an intention through prayer. If you'd like to join me, that's fine. If not, you can just send positive energy our way, that's great. Creator of the universe, source of all life, we thank you for this opportunity for us to be together. Help our ears to hear, and our eyes to see that which is meant for our best and highest good. Help us to appreciate this time in union with Spirit and celebrate our special connectedness to you and to each other, and so it is. So, I had posted on Facebook, and I don't think I posted on Meetup, but I posted on Facebook that tonight we were going to talk about this amazing gift that we can give to ourselves for Christmas this year. And I wanted to start off by sharing an experience that I had about 2 years ago. I went to go see Joel Osteen, and it was a lot of fun. I went to Tampa, and he's very animated, a fabulous speaker, and I was very excited to hear him. And he calls his presentation a show, which I really don't like, but that's okay. So I walked in, and it was not Joel Osteen that was speaking. It was Victoria Osteen that was speaking. And she was talking about forgiveness. And she said, you know, when you hold something in, when you don't forgive people, it is like taking poison yourself and expecting the other person to die. Mm-hmm. And the reason that I mention this is I always like to give people credit when they say something meaningful and powerful. And that really resonated with me. It was a beautiful example of exactly what it means to hold on to anger, frustration, or resentment over a long period of time. I know a woman who I love very much, and she's had a number of really bad things happen in her relationships with men in her life, starting with her father. And because of that relationship, because of that memory of the first hurt that she became aware of, each additional hurt adds to this mountain of resentment and anger and frustration. And it has virtually eaten her alive. She is no longer the person that I knew when I was young, when this first happened to her. Because at first she was sad. She was just sad. Now she's so angry that anybody that looks at her sideways is in for the wrath of God. So, is there a way that we can give ourselves a gift, a present, that means letting go? So in the letting go, in the giving up of our anger, frustration, and resentment, we give ourselves the gift of peace. We give ourselves the allowing to be loved again, and the allowing to mend those relationships, those broken relationships, and those feelings of resentment in our life when we hold on to these feelings. And I'm not saying in any way that these feelings that we have may not be justified. You know, feelings are not bad. I know I say all the time, we need to learn how to control our emotions. Our emotions are visitors, but they are visitors. They do visit us. And when somebody does something horribly hurtful to you, that is ouchy. You know, that is really painful. And I am no different than anybody else. And so how do we go through that process of giving ourselves this gift? And it's kind of like the process of getting a gift for somebody else. You know, what's the first thing you do? You go shopping, right? Go looking around. You're thinking about what it is that you want to get this person. It's the same when you give yourself this gift. You have to think about why it is that you're holding on to this resentment. So you're shopping around inside yourself, internal shopping. So why do I feel this way? Why is this sticking with me so? Why can't I let this go? What does that say about me? What does that say about the other person? Has the other person said anything to me about it since then? Chances are pretty good when somebody does something like that to you and it's been a really long time, they have completely forgotten about it. It hasn't even come up into their radar. And here you are, losing sleep and tossing and turning and still beating yourself up and others that are coming into your life over something that happened a long time ago. So you have to shop. You have to shop inside yourself and figure out what it is that you want. And you want to let go, right? So we find the gift. We find the thing that we want. I want to let go. I want to be peaceful. I want to be content within myself. I want to allow. And then it's a matter of putting it in the box. So preparing yourself for that. How do you prepare yourself for that peacefulness and for that letting go? There's a number of things that you can do. One of the things that you can do is you can call that person or write them a letter. Doesn't even have to be mailed. You can just write it and burn it in a fire. But what it is it's saying, I acknowledge that this is what happened that made me feel this way. This is what happened. And this is what's caused this rift inside me. This is what's caused this pain inside me. So then we put that in our box. Then we wrap it. How do you wrap it? You wrap it by accepting this is what's happened. And then you give it. Right? Just like a present. You give it. You let go of it. You don't buy a present for somebody and then hold on to it. I'm going to keep this for myself. I changed my mind. Stick it under the bed. You have done that, Joy? Shame on you. So, but you give the gift. So you want to let go. You want to let go of that pain. You want to let go of that resentment. And it may be a process. It may be a period of time that it takes for you to do that. And in fact, it may be a lifetime of reminding yourself to let go. Oh, I let go of that. I forgot. I'm not going to be angry about that anymore. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm not going to bring that up into my memory anymore. I let that go. I'm done. That's over. And now I'm in a completely different place. Not only will that remind you not to fall into the trap of that emotion, useless emotion, regret and resentment, but it allows you to be reminded of the peace that now is in you, that you can express by saying, I let that go. I'm good. I'm good. And so I would encourage you this season to take a good hard look at ourselves, or if we know somebody, maybe suggest to them this analogy. I know the perfect gift that you can give yourself this year for Christmas. I know the perfect Hanukkah present. Yeah, it's Yule. I know what you need. I know what would be really good for you. And share that thought with them and see if it doesn't resonate with them. If you share these kinds of ideas with people in a way that is soft and palatable and tasty and funny and interesting, people entertain those thoughts much easier than me saying, you know what, this is bullshit, you need to let that go. Because that just goes, yeah, sure. You say that, that's easy for you to say. It is easy for me to say, but I've done it. That's why it's easy for me to say. I have done it, and I continue to do it. Because this is an ongoing thing. It's not like no one's ever going to hurt you again once you let go and forgive one situation, right? So we have to get good at that. We have to practice it. Because I guarantee you, somebody is going to rain on your parade. You know, somebody's going to hurt your feelings. Someone's going to say something that you take personally and it hurt you. Or someone is going to be deliberately mean to you. Because guess what? That happens. It does happen. And you can either hold on to the anger of that, or you can give yourself a present and just let it go. So I share that with you this evening with its blessing. Namaste. Yes, Joy.
I can remember a time not too long ago where I came to you and a few others and said, please pray with me to help me get over this hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And within time, I was able to let go of all of those hurt, angry feelings and find forgiveness and love. So that through friends and prayer can pull you through.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And it did.
I'm so glad. Thank
It
you
did.
for sharing that, Joyce. Thank you. At this time, what I'd like to do is offer a meditation, and it looks like Peter has left the building.
He's back.
But that's okay. So if you'd like to put your feet flat on the floor and take a couple of deep breaths. Oh, that's so nice. Lulu knows how to do it now. She's not helping.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice deep breath, hands in your lap. You can put them up or down, whatever's comfortable for you. A couple of deep, relaxing breaths. And bring your shoulders up a little bit. And with a deep breath, let them go. Very nice. And one last nice deep breath. Hold it in for a second. And let it go. And just breathe comfortably and deeply, relaxing with each breath. We're going to draw our attention to our heart chakra. And feel the warmth of that chakra in its rotation in the center of your chest. And as you bring your attention to that chakra, that energy center of your heart, you feel a certain amount of warmth there. As our attention to this warmth continues, we dig a little bit deeper into that space, become a little more aware of what's going on in our heart chakra. And we want to take note of anything that's blocking that energy flow. Anything that's causing any kind of resistance. And with our next deep breath in, we use that breath to release any blockage in that space. Bring our attention back to our heart chakra, and again, notice the turning of that energy's channel. And again, a nice deep breath in. And we release. And with that release, we notice each time we bring our attention back to that space, there is more fluid motion, more expansiveness in the chakra space, more clarity, more warmth. So this last time, as we bring our attention to that space and take note of any resistance, take a deep breath in and release. You'll notice now that this space seems lighter, and in fact, your entire energy body feels lighter. For us. Now that this energy center is clear and fluid and open, we want to fill it. Fill it with love and peace. And so I want you to bring up into your mind a relationship that is fulfilling and feels good. It could be a person, it could be spirit, it could be an animal, it could be a place, it doesn't matter. It's not the thought, it's the feeling that matters. And so we're filling our heart chakra with that feeling of love, that feeling of peace. And as we breathe in, we place that feeling deep in our chakra. And feel the intensity of that warmth as it becomes filled. And again. And one more time in. Now that you've released anything that may be blocking you and filled and welcomed love and peace into your heart chakra, I leave you for a moment or two to reflect and breathe. And now we bring up into our mind gratitude. Gratitude for the process. Gratitude for the release. Gratitude for the love and the peace in our heart. And we recognize that we are powerful, that we are whole, that we are healed, and that we are in control of the reality within our mind and within our energy space. And we're so grateful for that awareness. so we start to bring ourselves back into the space and begin the first of 3 awakening breaths. Just a little deeper. We feel the breath come into our body and release. We feel relaxed, but invigorated and energized. And then again, another deep awakening breath. We feel focused and clear-minded